Hello aspirants, let's start today's questions. First question is consider the following statements about the Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampad Yojana PMMSY. Statements 1. The Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare is the model ministry for the scheme. Statement 2. Its aim to reduce post-harvest losses from 25% around 10% by 2024-25. Which of the statements given above are correct? Option A 1 only, option B 2 only, option C both 1 and 2, option D neither 1 or 2. Answer is option B. Only statement 2 is correct. Statement 1 is incorrect. The Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying is the nodal ministry of the schemes. Statement 2 is correct. The schemes envisages to add an additional fish productions of 70 lakh metric tons by 2024-25, enhance aquaculture productivity from the national average of 3 tons to 5 tons per hectares, reduce post-harvest losses from 20% to around 10%, generate about 55 lakh direct and indirect employment opportunities among others. So this scheme is very important. Question number 2. Consider the following statements about the Directorate General of Civil Aviation DGCA. Statements 1. It is a statutory body. Statement 2. It is responsible for regulating civil aviation in the country. Statement 3. It is the primary organization to investigate aviation accidents, conduct safety audits and inspections, formulates and amends aviation standards in line with International Civil Aviation Organizations ICAO norms. How many of above statement is correct? Option A only 1, option B only 2, option C all 3, option D none. Answer is option C, all 3. All statements are correct. Statement 1 is correct. The Directorate General of Civil Aviation is the statutory regulatory body under the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of India. Statement 2 is correct. It is responsible for regulating civil aviation in the country with a primary focus on air safety, air ordinance and enforcement of civil air regulations. Statement 3 is also correct. It also investigates aviation accidents and incidents, conducts safety audits and inspections, formulates and amends aviation standards in line with International Civil Aviation Organization's norms, and coordinates national and international aviation regulatory functions. Question number 3. Consider the following countries: Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan. How many of above countries are member of G7 groups? Option A only 2, only 3, only 4, all 5. Answer is option D, all 5. G7 groups, 7 major industrial countries consist of Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan and United Kingdom of Great Britain and the US. Question 4. Which of the following statements are correct in respects in the International Atomic Energy Agency? Statements 1. It promotes the peaceful use of nuclear energy and ensures it is not diverted to military purposes. Statement 2. It is an autonomous organization under the United Nations, reporting to both the UN General Assembly and the Security Councils. Statement 3. It is headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland and plays no role in nuclear safety and security. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Option A 1 and 2, option B 2 and 3, option C 1 and 3, option D 1, 2 and 3. Answer is option A. Statement 1 is correct. The IAEA core mandate is to promote the peaceful use of nuclear energy such as for medicines, agriculture and power generations. It also ensures that nuclear materials is not diverted towards weapons developments through its safeguards and inspection systems, particularly under the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. Statement 2 is correct. The IAEA is an independent international organization but it works in close associations with the UN. It reports annually to the UN General Assembly and, so when necessary, to the UN Security Councils, especially on issues related to non-compliance with nuclear safeguards. Iran, North Korea cases. Statement 3 is incorrect. The IAEA is headquarters in Vienna, Austria, not Geneva. Also, the IAEA plays a major role in nuclear safety and security. It sets international safety standards, provides technical cooperations and training, works to prevent nuclear accidents, and secures materials from terrorist threats. Question 5. Consider the following with reference to ballistic missiles. Statements 1. Ballistic missiles follows a projectile path and are powered throughout their entire flights. Statement 2. Agni 5 and Indian missiles is an intercontinental ballistic missiles ICBM with a range exceeding 5,000 km. Statement 3. Unlike cruise missiles, ballistic missiles typically exit the Earth atmosphere during flight. Statements 4. Submarines launched ballistic missiles SLBMs like K4 enhance second strikes capability. How many of above is are correct? One, only two, only three, all four. Answer is option C. 2, 3 and 4 are correct. Ballistic missiles do follow a projectile's trajectory similar to the path of a thrown objects. However, they are not powered throughout the entire flight. They are powered only during the initial boost phase. After the fuel is exhausted, the missile coast is a ballistics or unpowered phase towards the targets. Statement 2 is correct. Agni 5 is India's longest range nuclear capable ballistic missiles with a range of over 5,000 kilometers. Classifying it as an ICBM, it was developed by the DRDO and has been successfully tested multiple times. Statement 3 is also correct. Ballistic missiles, especially medium to intercontinental range, exits the Earth atmospheres and re-enter it during descents. In contrast, cruise missiles travels within the lower atmospheres and maintain a constant altitudes using jet propulsions. Statement 4 is correct. SLBM are launched from submarine which are mobile and hard to detect. These ensure survivability of nuclear weapons even after a fast strikes by the adversary, making them crucial for credible second strikes capabilities. India's K4 SLBM developed for the Arihant class submarine supports this doctrine. Question number 6. Consider the following with reference to the black box used in aircraft. Statement 1. The black box consists of two separate components, the cockpit voice recorders CVR and the flight data recorder FDR. Statement 2. Despite the name, black boxes are usually painted bright orange to aid visibility during recovery. Statement 3. Black boxes are indestructible and can survive any types of crash without damage. How many of above statement is correct? Option A only one, option B only two, option C all three, option D none. Answer is option B. 1 and 2 are correct. Statement 1 is correct. The term black box refers collectively to two crucial devices: cockpit voice recorder, record cockpit conversations, radio transmissions, and ambient cockpit sounds. Flight data recorders FDR records flight parameters such as altitudes, airspeeds, headings, verticals, accelerations, and control inputs. These two are often housed separately but are both critical for post accidents investigations. Statement 2 is correct. Black boxes are actually painted bright orange or red with reflective strips, not black. This is to make them easier to spot among debris or underwater during search and rescue operations. Statement 3 is incorrect. While black boxes are built to withstand extreme conditions, including high impact crashes, fire up 1100 degrees centigrade for 30 minutes, and deep sea pressures, they are not truly indestructible. In rare, extremely catastrophic incidents, they can be damaged or lost. Question number 7. The Rising Lion operations marked a significant point in the historical trajectory of which ancient conflicts? Option A, Arab-Jewish conflicts. Option B, Israel-Palestine disputes. Option C, Jewish-Persian conflicts. Option C, Sunni-Shia Scatrian struggles. Answer is option C. The Rising Lion operations launched by Israel in June 13, 2025 is framed not just as a contemporary military response but as a historic inflection points in the 2600 years old Jewish-Persian conflicts. The Jewish-Persian conflicts dates back to 586 BCE, when Babylonian kings Nebuchadnezzar II, whose empires would later be conquered by the Persians, destroyed the first Jewish temples in Jerusalem and exiled the Jews. Modern day Iran, Persia, and Israel have been at ideological and geopolitical odds, especially since the Islamic revolutions of 1979 and Iran's support for anti Israel proxies like Hezbollah and Hamas. Question number 8. Consider the following with reference to the Directorate General of Civil Aviation (DGCA). It functions under the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of India. It is responsible for regulating civil aviation safety, aircraft certifications, and pilot licensing in India. DGCA is statutory body established by an Act of Parliament. How many of our statement is correct? Option A, only one. Option B, only two. Option C, all three. Option D, none. Answer is option B, only two. Statement 1 is correct. The DGCA is an executive body under the administrative controls of the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Government of India. It plays a key role in regulating civil aviation in the country. Statement 2 is correct. The DGCA performs the following core regulatory functions: ensuring aircraft airworthiness, issuing and renewing pilots and crew licenses, enforcing aviation safety norms, overseeing the operations of airlines and aircraft manufacturers. Statement 3 is incorrect. DGCA is not a statutory body. It was established through an executive resolution, not legislation, meaning it does not derive its authority from a dedicated act of parliament. There have been proposals to convert it into a statutory civil aviation authority, but that has not yet been implemented. Question number 9. Consider the following statements with reference to Battle of Talikota. Statements 1. It was fought between the Vijayanagara Empire and the Deccan Sultanates. Statements B. It was fought in Raksagi, Tangadigi, and Panihati, all on the banks of river Krishna. Which of the statement given is the correct? Option A, 1 only. Option B, 2 only. Option both 1 and 2. Option C, neither 1 and 2. Answer is option C, both. The Battle of Talikota was a watershed battles fought between the Vijayanagara Empire and an alliance of the Deccan Sultanates. The battle resulted in the defeat and death of Rama Raya, the de facto ruler of the Vijayanagara Empire. The exact venue of clash has been variously mentioned at Talikota, Rakisagi, Tangadigi, and Banihatti, all on the banks of river Krishna. Therefore, both the statements are correct. Question number 10. Consider the following statements. India's fertility rate has declined to 1.9 according to the United Nations Population Fund's UNFPA reports. Statement 2. The report reveals that financial strength is a leading factor in decisions to have fewer children. So, which of the statement are correct? Statement option A, only one only, option B, two only, option C, both one and two, option D, neither one or two. Answer is option D, neither one or two. India's fertility rate has declined to 1.9, falling below the replacements level of 2.1. According to the United Nations Population Fund UNFPA report, states of world population 2025, these demographic transitions, while not unique to India, signal a long-term shifts in population trends driven by a complex mix of economics, social and health-related factors. The report reveals that financial strains is a leading factor in decisions to have fewer children. Around 38% of Indian respondents cited economic challenges, while 21% pointed to jobs insecurity or unemployment. Question number 11. Integral Human Development (ISD) is best described as option A focus on economic growth and infrastructure development only. Option B, a military and political strategy for national progress. Option C, a model that promotes overall well-being, physical, economic, social, cultural, and spirituals of individuals and communities. D, a systems to increase populations and consumers' demands. Answer is option C. Integral human development is a holistic approach to development that emphasizes the well-being of the whole persons, encompassing physical, social, economic, cultural, and spiritual dimensions. It is a perspective that prioritizes the flourishing of individuals and communities, moving beyond purely economic or material progress to consider the full spectrums of human needs and aspirations. Question number 12. Operations Rising Lion, recently launched by Israel, is aimed at option A, combating internal political unrest, option B, protecting wildlife and endangered species, option C, countering threats from Iran, option D, providing humanitarian aid to neighboring countries. Answer is option C. On June 13, Israel initiated Operations Rising Lions. Prime Minister Netanyahu stressed the operation's goals of safeguarding Israel against Iranian threats. So today our session is complete here. If you like our channel, please subscribe and share with your friends to get more video like this. Thank you very much.